Hello, reading one, and a blessed new moon in Sagittarius to you. A brand new cycle, a brand new chance to start something brand new. I love it. So, you chose this feather from Rusty, and the answer is Simple Deck. So now listen, as I started putting this together, I kept hearing that song, relax, don't do it when you want to blah, 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 relax. Okay. So there's something there. So let's just start there. Oh, and I looked down, it was 44 and then 45. If you're new here, when I call out numbers, those are for you to look up either the number itself, 44, 45, or you can add them together. 44 would be 8, 45 would be 9. Also, this has been happening a lot lately where Spirit will have me do like numbers right after each other, and I feel like it's like this progressive motion that they want us to basically just keep moving forward. And just so you know, like, I'm kind of like sinking into your reading right now. It's like I just realized, I was like, wow. So let's just close our eyes for a minute. I feel like you guys need this. Let's close our eyes. If you can't close your eyes, just take in some deep breaths, whatever feels good to you. Relax. Sink in. The funny thing is, you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them. But we are connecting with your higher self, my higher self, our spirit guides. If you would like to accept the healing energies of the universe, accept them now. All you have to say is, yes, I lovingly and openly accept these healing energies from the universe. Thank you, universe, for healing us from the inside out and the outside in, for balancing and clearing our chakras, for connecting us to the earth, to the skies, as above, so below, in between. Everything. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for aligning us and connecting us together today for this reading. I love you guys so much. I can feel your energy. Just relax. You don't have anywhere else to be right now. If you're watching this right now, maybe you're at work, I don't know. But still just try and relax. I hope you're somewhere where you can really relax and be quiet and be by yourself. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere that have winter in our climate, or fall, we're still in fall, but it feels very wintry. Where I live, the snow came early, winter came early. We basically had a really long summer, and it kind of went from summer to fall and then winter, But, if you can, just cozy up right now. Sink in. Connect with us here. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much for being here. You are divinely protected. You are divinely loved and looked after. No fear. So what I was going to say is, it's interesting that the title of this deck is The Answer is Simple. And you can open your eyes if you like. If not, you don't have to. But I'm going to show you an image of the book, or the, cover. What I love so much about this is, it's like, if you look at it, it looks harmless, doesn't it? This is one of the first decks I ever got, and I got it because it seriously looked so nice. I was like, oh, look at the butterflies and the dove giving the daisy. I was like, oh, the, waxing crescent moon there. I was like, this is so sweet. Yeah, until I got inside this deck, and I was like, holy shit. The answer is simple because this deck pulls no punches. None. Now, they still have some sweet imagery, great messages. I love, love, love this deck. But this deck is all about the ego. So that tells me right now that you are struggling. If you chose this reading, 445, then 446. Oh, interesting. And didn't we have 44 and then 45? So yeah, so you're progressing. Listen, this isn't all bad. Listen, I'm getting a good vibe. I feel like some of you are coming out of the ego, which is really cool. And then, you know, there might be a few things, messages in here, just to give you, you know, direction, some clarifiers on what you need to still work on over this new moon in Sagittarius. I kept asking them like what the title was going to be, and they're like, they are so different. They're like, the readings are so different. So I don't know what you, I mean, by now you've seen it, but right now I don't know what it's going to be. It might just be like messages you need to hear from spirit, like a blanket, because I do feel like all of these readings are going to be very different. And listen, don't be afraid. No fear, no fear, no fear. This is the one thing. It's your ego that's holding you back. Because your fear is like, what haven't I worked on, or what's wrong with me? How do I fix me? And spirit's saying, listen, you don't have to fix anything. You're awesome. You're beautiful just the way you are. There's just a few things that you need to tweak. That's it. We all have stuff that we have to tweak every day, all the time. I'm working on things. I'm working on myself. Ooh, 554 and then 555 and then 557, 58, 59 and 6. And I'm looking and it keeps going. So they're like, no. Oh, here we go. All right. I see what's happening here. So listen, let me adjust my, okay. Say thank you. Number 40. Now the imagery on these cards, you know, it's going to hit everybody differently. So this imagery may mean nothing to you. And if that's the case, then don't worry about it. Also, Bubba is here. So those of you who know Bubba, Bubba is here right now and she says hello and she loves you and she misses you. So some of you, I don't know, you must really know her. You've been to our house or you've known her in another life before. Also, look at how the light is like, they had me put it right there. Look at how the light is like under their bum. But I feel like that spirit kind of like lovingly trying to push you forward, kind of putting that fire under your ass. And I feel like this new moon in Sagittarius is going to do just that, because I think it's interesting. Out of all of the decks, this is the very first deck, first reading, you know, this is reading 1. So very interesting that the very first card we get is a gratitude card. And look at it's number 40. And we started with 44 and 45. And then so there's something in there. And it could be for some of you, like you're in your 40s or you're dealing with somebody in your 40s. I'm sorry, Bubba's eating. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Second for you, minutes for me. But interestingly enough, because Bubba was eating and I was like, dude, really? Like, it's totally disrespectful. Like, it's not like her. But then we ended up having these conversations about you guys. So that's really interesting. She gave me a lot of good insight. Thank you, Bubba. I apologize for the initial scolding. Bubba's my familiar. If you don't know, you can see her. She's on my shorts. Sometimes she jumps into the readings. It's quite a blessing if she jumps into your reading. I'm not going to lie, because she's a prolific healer witch. Very powerful, familiar. She's been a big cat before. So Maine Coon is not her version of... Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. Spirit wanted to say thank you. Bubba wanted to say thank you. You're trying. You guys are working really hard at your ego, but it's hard for you. You know what's interesting? I feel like your fire signs. I feel like I got some Leos and Aries and Sag in this group, because it's hard, right? Sometimes it's a little difficult to say we're sorry or to say thank you. And also, Spirit wants you to thank the darkness and the people. I feel like there are some people in your life that you're like, you know, to their face, maybe you're nice, but like the second they walk away, you're like, fuckers, or you're just like, oh, I can't stand you. But they're like, you know what they're doing? They're expanding your consciousness. And so I'm getting this vibe from Spirit that this is an apophyllite. If you don't have one, and you can afford to get one, please get one. Apophyllites are really powerful. They're good to connect us to our spirit guides and the like. Sorry, I'm downloading a lot of things. But yeah, look at that light still behind you there. Oh, 9:10, then 9:11. Yeah, there's something going on. But look at 9 and 10, right? It was like exactly right. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're seriously like you're almost there. But you're barely hanging on. I feel like some of you, you're having a hard time thanking the darkness, and Spirit saying, like, you're not going to move on until you thank it. Even, I know this sounds really fucked up, but I don't care if you were in a situation where somebody like abused you. This is amethyst. I feel like some of you wanted to know like what was what. This is an amethyst. Again, get you some really good healing crystal. I'm just putting it towards you, but I wanted you to see the sparkle. And then we've got this quartz crystal, which is an amplifier. You want to know all of them? Okay. This is a portal. Do you guys see these little portals in here? That is a rainbow calcite. We have another quartz. This one, I think it's a type of rutilated quartz though, because it's got some stuff in it. It could just be things that got trapped in there, but I don't know. It's really cool. I love this one. Oh, we're going to talk about that in a second. Selenite, and then we've got labradorite. So if you're wondering what this one was, this is labradorite. That's the raw side, and this is the polished side. It doesn't look like space. I know, like you guys needed this right now. Get yourself some labradorite. That's a good protector. Another one that I felt like wanted to come in was the Shiva Lingam. And here's a Shiva Lingam right here. This is a small one. It took the Shiva Lingam. Bring back to us. Bring back to us. So this could be for some of you a relationship, because the Shiva Lingam is about the whole balance, about the divine feminine, divine masculine. It could just be not about a relationship at all. Maybe it's just about you getting in balance, you know, with your divine feminine, divine masculine. Let's see if there's any more cards. Oh, this one was like sticking to me. Number 62, which is also the number 8. Share your gifts. This is it. They're telling you for the new moon in Sagittarius, you guys, like, I'm just getting this vibe. Like, there's no more. And for some of you, I heard comida, which means food in Spanish. So, it could be that for some of you, you cook. Do you cook? Do you bake? Share your gifts. Maybe, oh gosh, I'm getting this vibe that, I hope you see this. Well, if you don't see it before Thanksgiving, at least before you go to a holiday party or something like that, I'm getting the vibe that you should cook or bake or whatever and bring it to where you're going, like a holiday party, a family party or something. Maybe your family doesn't believe you. They're like, yeah, we know you can cook. And you're like, no, I want to show you what I can really do. And so you bring like a tapas like version, like you bring a bunch of, you know, different foods, maybe from different countries. You want them, you know, maybe you love to cook baklava or bake baklava, but at the same time, you know, you're like, man, have you ever had my mole? You know what I mean? It's like two completely different things, but who cares? They're just foods from different cultures. I mean, you know, that's what I miss Anthony Bourdain. I know he's with us in spirit. Thank you, Anthony Bourdain. And No Boundaries, I think, was one of his shows. So look up Anthony Bourdain if you, or maybe you know about him, but like binge watch. I'm feeling like I was getting this from spirit, like certain things to binge watch over these holidays and while in the winter, while you're like stuck inside or whatever. Yeah, like watch some of Anthony Bourdain's, like I think it's No Reservations is the one show he had, something like that. And he would go around. I was with someone, I almost married a chef, and my father was a chef. And so and I love food, I love to cook, I love to bake. And every time I have people over and I feed them, it's exciting for me to hear them go, oh yeah, oh wow, oh yeah, that's tasty. You know, like when you hear stuff that's like, it's exciting. I had my husband and his cousin were here recently, and I said, I'm gonna make you a vegetarian cheeseburger. I go, do you want to, like, you know, do you trust me? And he was like, yeah, of course, like whatever. And he was like, well, that's tasty. And I'm like, right? I go, if you get used to it, you don't even notice like the meat anymore. In fact, like when I started to have meat after I ate, you know, like that, I was just like, oh no, it's like, no, I could feel the animal, I could taste the animal. So, you know, if you're sensitive and an empath, which I have a feeling you guys may be, you're going to have a hard time with that. You're going to have a hard time, you know, cooking. You don't, or maybe you work at a restaurant or you want to work at a restaurant, but you're like, I don't want to cook this or that. There are so many places out there now that have all different types of cuisine. There's vegan restaurants are becoming really popular because people realize you do not have to eat meat. It was such a scam. It's been a scam. Meat and anything from animals, dairy, it's okay to have it. I have some now. We splurge a little bit over the holidays, and I sit with spirit about it, and I say like, what is good for us? What can we have? What can we not have? Kind of thing. And so I've got some, you know, Greek yogurt, some non-fat Greek yogurt to put in our homemade garlic mashed potatoes. You know, we're doing a vegan gratitude day, you know, and so it's just like I'm doing things that I used to do, but I'm also like using like vegan cheese for other things. You know what I mean? So I just kind of pick and choose. We got one thing of cheese, of an organic grass-fed sharp cheddar, that will have cheese and crackers, but I was like, I know my body can't handle too much. So, just be mindful too for you guys, what you're putting in your body. I mean, the food, it just keeps coming up. And it could be for some of you, maybe you have ancestors that spoke that language, because I literally keep hearing, like, I'm channeling and I can't stop. They're Henry VIII-ing me. If you ever seen the movie Ghost, where Patrick Swayze, keeps singing Henry VIII to Whoopi Goldberg until she gives in. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Whoever wrote that in really knew what they were talking about, because that happens to me, and that's what's happening right now. And I just keep hearing the word comida, 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 comida. And I took Spanish in school, and I'm almost positive, I'm almost 100% sure it means food or eat or something. Comer, I think, is to eat. So if not, those words are supposed to mean something to you. I was like, does that mean to listen? So I'm doing my best. You know who you are. Let's put it that way. You know who you are. You know who you are. Uh, let's see. And now, also they wanted me to say that, I didn't know. I thought the closed caption thing was for me to take off of things. I didn't realize it was for you guys. So I just found out that, my channel has been like, you haven't been able to watch it subtitles in your language. I'm so sorry. That I had no idea. I'm not very tech savvy, so I apologize for that. For those of you, who've been like fumbling through trying to get through English, I apologize. But hopefully now you, maybe you have a translator or something, or you've been watching something with a translator. Because I was like, if you're here, I know we have a lot of people from a lot of different countries from all over the world here. Anyway, with that being said, the lavender is another thing. So, lavender to me, remember we started with relax. So just keep calm. So during this Sagittarius season, even if it's just for you to connect with food, it could be that for some of you, you have an eating disorder. I do. I've had, a very rough road with food my whole life. And, I realized that my food was connecting, or like my emotional, it was emotional eating. And, I feel like, by the way, my throat chakra is tight, and this is over here. I wanted to move them together, and they were saying no, because, they really want you to say goodbye to the past. Like, I almost feel like, do you see how she's got the I'm going to bring this in. Do you see how they have the ribbon tying here? I keep seeing an apron. And I almost feel like, for some of you, maybe it is somebody coming into your life and you're like, thank you. And it's somebody who's a hard worker, and wants to help you and take care of you and is bringing you flowers. And, and for some of you, I feel like this is you saying goodbye to somebody, and like you're a day late and a dollar short. Like, I have a feeling some of you are going to be like, thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the life together. Thank you for everything, but I'm out. I love you, but I'm out, I even feel like some of you are in love with a woman, or you think you may be, leaning more towards, that feminine energy. And maybe the person you're with is like super masculine and controlling. But it taught you a lot about yourself. It taught you about resilience. It taught you, not to be a doormat. And you're like, you know what? I feel like you're like having a dinner party and you're wearing an apron and they show up with like gifts. Let's just say this briefcase is a gift, right? The briefcase is full of gifts and treasures and flowers. And you're like, thank you so much. Yeah, come on in. You are welcome to be here. But no, I don't ever want to be with you again. Thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you. And it's no anger, no malice, just a goodbye and good luck. And I may or may not see you again, but that's okay. Because here's your next card, number 6, celebrate you. And interesting that we have say thank you is number 40. Share your gifts is 62. But if you add 4 and 2 from those two cards, you get the number 6. And this is the number 6. And if you add them all together, you get the number 9. And I feel like you guys you're at the end. You're like, I'm done. I want to celebrate. Like, I feel like this is a portal, like maybe to a past life with them or a past relationship. And you're like, because I was surprised they wanted me to put that side out. And I feel like you're like, nope, I have closed the portal because I have decided to celebrate me. And I'm going to share my gifts with the world. I'm going to show everybody how beautiful and opulent I am, because Sagittarians are all about freedom and opulence and joy and celebration. I love it. I'm a triple Sag. I love it. This is my favorite time of year. I feel so blessed that not only that I'm a Sagittarius, but it's like right before the holiday season. You know, it's like the holiday season kicks off, you know, the new moon in Sagittarius. You know, Sagittarius season kicks off right before, you know, Thanksgiving in my country. You know, it's like, and in my country, really Halloween kicks off the holiday season, but most people know that live here, it's just the energy, whether you like it or not, commercialism or not. It's like once Thanksgiving hits, it's like pretty much everything is here, you know, like everything is here. So I want you to take this season, Spirit wants you to take this season to work with Spirit through the apophyllite, heal yourself with the amethyst, get yourself some of this Shiva Lingam, so to help balance your divine feminine and masculine. Use these quartz crystals to amplify that energy and celebrate you. And relax. Take some time to eat and relax. Go out to eat. Maybe you cook all the time. Maybe you bake all the time. And you're like, you know what, this holiday season, I'm going to go out to eat. Because we've been stuck inside for a few years. Celebrate yourself. Take yourself out. I have a feeling that you guys are Sagittarius. There's some Sagittarius in here. Either way, celebrate the Sagittarius season as if it's yours. Celebrate this moon, this Sagittarius moon, as if it's yours. Because it is. Because the world is yours. And you can do and have anything you want. Don't let your ego hold you back. I told you this deck was about ego. They did not want me to read from the book. So don't let ego hold you back. Somebody else's or your own. And remember, if somebody is guilting you or trying to make you feel bad about, you know, yourself, or about leaving them, or about changing your life or changing your situation, that's on them. That has nothing to do with you. Anybody who makes you feel like shit is not somebody you want in your orbit. I know, I did it to other people. I was a manipulator too. And maybe you are like this, or maybe you used to be like that and you're coming out of it, and Spirit's saying, good for you. Either way, face forward. Don't look back. Face forward. Thank them with gratitude, whoever you're going to leave behind. And this new moon in Sagittarius, even if it's just one moon cycle, just don't see people or don't talk to people that upset you or bother you or interrupt your life. Okay, I was about to go and look at this. You are not afraid. Number 10. Oh, didn't I say I feel like you guys were like almost there? This is your mantra. I am not afraid. Because whatever challenges ahead of you may look this big and you may feel this small, but look at, this is who you really are. And this is, you know, you've got all these, the labradorite will protect you. Work with the labradorite, seriously. Even if you don't have the coin for that right now, just research the labradorite crystal. And I want you to work with it. Labradorite's not even from this planet. Do you know that? It's not even from this planet. Just research it. I'm really excited for you guys. 22, 57, and then 58. Do not be afraid. Let go of the past. In Sagittarius season, be somebody different. See how these people are wearing masks and they took their mask off? Because I feel like these people around you, if they make you feel like shit, that's because they don't have the courage to be themselves, but you do. And a Sagittarian would, right? A Sagittarius is like, this is who I am. Like it or lump it, this is me. And I like me, and I'm awesome and opulent and beautiful. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of this one episode. If you guys watch Big Bang Theory, there was this one episode where one of the characters was trying to get together with this character that they thought was out of their league. This, you know, and long story short, they, they're saying it's the healing. You got to get the healing first. I hear you. But they come up with this thing and they're like, I am beautiful. They're like, and they're like, this is what I'm gonna say to him. And then it got to the point where they were so nervous to be themselves. They were afraid to like embrace their sexuality, embrace their lust and love for this person. And then finally they were like, fuck it, I have nothing to lose. And so they just said, blah, 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 blah. What I wish I knew it by heart verbatim. It was amazing. And then all of a sudden the hot girl that he wanted was like, that was hot. She's like, bedroom now, or something like that. It was so cute. And he's like, it worked. He's like, it worked. I can't believe it. It worked. So do the same, my friends. Do the same. Have some courage. Also, look at number 60. Another 6. Can you believe this? Blow off some steam. So the number 6 means something to you guys. You may even be, number 6 is June. You could be June babies. So we could be Gemini and Cancer. But blow off some steam during this holiday season. Have a good time. Just have a good time and celebrate you. Oh, that's it. Those are your messages. They just like they were like all here and like celebrating you guys, and all of a sudden they were just like gone. So there. Share your gifts. Don't let anyone else. Look at that. Look at that. Spirit's right here with you. You know it. You see it. You know what your gifts are. Until next time, I love you guys so much. All my information is in the description box below, and I will see you at your next reading. Blessed be. Aho. Last number, 2522.